I almost hit stop.
You son of a bitch.
I came really close to hitting the stop button. Hello.
Welcome to episode 70.
Okay, well, that was it. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
End of the season special.
Merry Christmas.
3 minutes long.
3 minutes long. That's like a gift to all humanity. Hello, let there be peace on earth and goodwill to men, and even John and Phil on the Time to Lean. And here's a song podcast. I'm Ed, and this is the season 7 season finale. Season's greetings.
Well, how you doing?
I'm
doing?
good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's a nice. It's been a quiet week in Lake Wobegon.
Lake Wobegon. Yeah,
I won't be gone though.
What?
I won't.
You won't what? Be drinking?
Gone.
Oh. I'm gone.
Don't go crazy here.
No, you're not going anywhere this year, huh?
No, this is our I think we've done
Thanksgiving
this
we're
every year
talking
where we've done our Thanksgiving week-ish episode, and it's kind of weak, where we talk about Thanksgiving. Somebody makes a joke about a turducken, and
Well, we don't have to this year,
okay,
unless
Too
that
late.
counted. I think
Glenda, how many times have
Yeah.
we joked about turduckens?
This is the first time we've made a joke about making a joke about turduckens, tofurduckens.
We're in Mark Zuckerberg's meta. Can I have some money? No.
Yeah, I'd like some money. They're saving it up to buy GE or something. I don't know. I can't keep up with these companies. They're buying, one of the big companies is, I haven't read the article yet, but it sounds like Google and Amazon and Facebook are like buying companies that they didn't traditionally, go into, like GE and some other things. I could be wrong. I'll read the article. Here I am once again on the podcast talking about something I didn't read.
It sounds like the world's worst James Bond villain subplot.
Which was actually a subplot, sort of. No, it was just a multimedia guy. He didn't get into buying all the...
Yeah, which one was that, though?
Oh, you only try once. Golden ass. I don't know.
I don't know. The narrator can look it up.
Golden TV.
Golden ass.
Wow, I think they're talking about Tomorrow Never Dies. It's one of the Piers Brosnan and James Bond ones. It was directed by Roger Spottiswoode, or Spotty's Woody. Anyway, the film follows Bond as he attempts to stop Elliot Carver, a power-mad media mogul, from engineering world events to initiate World War III. Heavy-duty stuff.
Golden ass. What a theme song that would be.
Yeah. Have we done a song about turduckens?
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I don't remember.
I think so.
I would search on Bandcamp of all of our songs. Oh, I could check on my Mac or something. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd even... You put some tofu and some turkey too. Tofu, turkey, do, and a duck. I don't know. It writes itself. Not really.
Episode 70. Okay, here we are. Are we starting now?
Hey, episode 70. How about that? The end of season 6? What season are we on?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't
No,
done
7. No, this is the end of season 7. The next season is season 8. I don't know. I'm not a math guy.
71 will be 7. The seventh episode.
You arbitrarily make them into 10 episode seasons, right?
Yes.
And so, yes, I believe.
And which John never really quite understands, but it just is easier for the...
No, it's called a series.
Put out the albums. Well, what are you drinking? Anything?
Okay. Thanks for getting me out of that. Okay. I have a double.
A double?
Today.
You have two drinks?
Yeah, I have 2 drinks in front of me.
Oh, boy. Actually, I do too.
I'm stocked up for the winter.
Should we alternate?
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's see.
Well,
how about
you can do your first one?
How about?
Because I don't really want to try my first one, so
I'll start with the boring one first.
I'm scared. All right.
Okay, I have some single malt Scotch.
Well, that sounds nice.
Shocker. And this one is it's one of those classic single malts that's been around forever. I think it's pretty well known to most people who drink Scotch, but I haven't had it in many years, and it was time. So this one is called Clynelish.
Is it delish?
I don't know if it's quite the D. It's Sealish. It's their 14-year-old single malt. It's a Highland. I think it's a coastal area, if anybody cares.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's not a sweet one at all. It's definitely got more of it's a little bit like a Talisker, something like that, although it isn't peaty.
Huh.
It's not my favorite. I think it's good.
Yeah.
And it has kind of how to describe it? Yeah, it has a little bit more of a seaside thing going on, but I don't think it's quite as interesting.
Huh.
It's about a 45% alcohol by volume. It's got a good malty flavor to it. It's a little sweet, just a little bit. No, sweet isn't the right word because I said it was not sweet, but it does have a fruitiness to it.
Oh, okay. What kind of fruit?
But kind of, I think it's a little citrusy.
Oh, sure.
It's got a bit of a bite to it.
Kind of lemony
but not
or
not
orangey?
a burn.
What kind of
citrus?
citrus?
It actually matches up really well with the other thing I'm going to talk about. I'll leave it at that.
You should mix them up.
I might do that before the night is out.
All right. Well, the first thing I'm drinking is so on episode 69, Extravaganza, at least 7 people were drinking kombucha. No, not that many. And I don't think I've ever really tried it. So I actually tried it last week. I'll get to that later. Hard kombucha at a bar of all things. And but right now I'm going to drink something called Dr. Kombucha, which is their I don't know what the company's name is. Live Kombucha is the name of the name. Live, I guess, is the name of the company. And I guess it's supposed to be like Dr. Pepper. So here we go. Okay. Well, it tastes like Dr. Pepper flavored tea.
Really? So it has a little of that prune?
It does have that prunish, spicy, peppery kind of Dr. Pepper thing going on. It tastes kind of like, I think it tastes a little bit like if I had one of the old Skippers back in the old days from Cragmont or whatever, but mixed it like with tea. And there's quite an aftertaste, which I'm not sure what it is. I guess that's probably the live cultures helping my stomach biome or something, probiotic things going on, probionic, electronic, computerized kombucha things going on and being attacked from inside. No, but it's almost a licoricey kind of aftertaste, maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Anise or whatever that word is.
Yeah, anise.
Anise. I don't like sweet teas, so that's part of my hang up here, I think. It's like a sweet tea. Sweetened, I mean. I don't know. Maybe I could get used to it. Maybe it would grow on me. I don't know. No offense to all of our kombucha fan listeners out there, but the jury's still out on this.
I'm sure we'll get a couple of comments like, oh, you tried the crappy stuff, or you have to try this one or this one.
Yeah. Well, good.
You noob.
Lay it on. Lay it on me. Maybe I'll try another one someday. What's your second beverage?
So and
I gotta
I'm
cleanse
getting,
my palate.
I had another sip of this, and the fruit, I was thinking, it actually has a bit of ginger.
Oh,
Not Marianne.
no.
And some kind of spiciness that I think I really didn't do this on purpose, but I swear it would pair well with pumpkin pie.
Oh, it's a Thanksgiving one.
So it's my Thanksgiving scotch. I have just enough in the bottle that this week when I have my annual Costco pumpkin pie, I will probably try that. So I assigned myself some homework.
Annual Costco pumpkin pie, AC double P.
It's $6 for a giant pumpkin pie that you can't finish.
It's like 18-inch or something. It's massive.
Yeah, it's
Jinx.
actually good though. It's as good as
No,
anything.
I know. I'm sure.
And
all right.
Yeah, even if you eat half of it, it's still a good deal. Okay,
give
so
the rest to your puppy.
It's funny because we've been giving her canned pumpkin.
Yeah.
In her food. That's supposed to be good for him.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I learn something every day. I learned 7 things today, and my head hurts.
Not pie filling, but just the pumpkin.
Right.
Yeah, funny.
Okay. I'll put some bacon in there.
Bacon pumpkin.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm sure she would not turn that down. Okay, so my follow up to this, which I think really works well together, is a gin. To shift gears quite a bit.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah. Spoiler.
I had a spoiler alert.
This is made by a local distillery called Norseman in Minneapolis. And I've had their booze in the past. They've been around, I want to say at least 10 years, but I'm not sure exactly. And I've had their I've had their vodka and other stuff before, and it's fine. I tried, they actually make rum, which is kind of unusual for the upper Midwest. Considering sugarcane doesn't grow here normally. So
it's important.
that was an interesting thing. But I've seen their stuff in one of the local stores I go to, and they always have this bottle on the shelf of a flavored gin, which is pineapple chipotle.
Okay, that's sweet and spicy.
And it's like, oh, that sounds really interesting. But I just can never. I keep thinking, oh, it's gonna be another screwball or something where I can't get rid of the stuff.
It's hard to.
What do you do with it?
It's hard to commit to a big bottle of something.
Exactly, and it's not inexpensive. It's a craft outfit, so it's not cheap. It is solidly mid shelf, and for a gin, it's kind of upper mid.
Wow,
which is fine. The craft places always charge a bit more.
Well,
and
right.
I knew it wouldn't suck, but again, what do you do with it?
Yeah,
and so
just
and
drink
I'm still
it on
not
ice.
sure, but so
tonic wouldn't work.
So yeah, I don't think it would work well with a lot of tonics, although it's possible.
I guess a lot of different cocktails you might use vodka for. Instead, you could use this, maybe.
Yes, I think if you mixed it correctly, it would work well. Friends of the show, Matt P. and Bex P. We're stopping through, and we had some time to kill, so we went there for a couple of beverages to the distillery. They have a cocktail room.
They have good cocktails there.
They have really good, nice warehousey kind of hipster place that you can hang out, and it was great. We liked it, and they had. I was able to sample it there, and I really liked it. And they also, more importantly, they sell half-size bottles of all the stuff they make.
I like that.
And that's a great way to try things.
Yeah.
So I liked it well enough. I bought a half bottle of it, and the one thing I've tried it with is I made basically a Moscow Mule out of it.
Is that ginger ale then too?
Ginger beer usually.
Ginger beer, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Ginger ale, it would not have enough ginger flavor, I think.
Okay, so
It's
ginger beer
sweet.
and pineapple and
You could probably throw some lime or something. I didn't,
spice.
but I wanted to see how it would pair with the ginger beer.
Okay.
And it tasted great.
All right. What are you gonna call that?
So
Ginger.
it's a Marianne.
Just call it a Marianne. That would be like some kind of cream pie, coconut cream pie flavored.
The interesting thing about this stuff, though, but I actually think it's pretty good just straight. It's not as sweet as you'd think. It has a little bit, I swear it has that same smell if you just nose it. It has this, if you ever go to the store and look at a pineapple, and one of the things that they tell you to do is to smell the outside of it.
Yeah. Kind of get a sense of how ripe it is.
Yeah, exactly. And I swear it has that kind of, that's the smell I get off of it.
Okay. Huh.
It's this little woody, pineapple fruity thing. and then the taste of it, the pineapple is very subtle. And then the smoky, spicy stuff hits you after that.
Okay. So do you get any of the other gin kind of characteristics? Like, juniper or something? I think that would be weird.
I don't really detect traditional gin flavor out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm guessing this is basically an infused vodka.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got some other stuff in it that they call it a gin, but it's not. I don't really get a lot of traditional gin flavor.
It sounds like they ginned up a vodka.
Yeah. It's really unusual. I've never had anything like it.
Oh, curious.
I'm really glad I got to try it first because I don't know everybody would love it, but it's not overly sweet, but it's very particular about what you would pair it with, I think.
Oh, I think it would be good with Screwball.
Oh, my God.
Yuck.
I'm not that desperate. But that's my second, and
Yeah, well, we're still recovering from the episode 69 extravaganza. That was a blowout.
It was, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It was great to have so many people.
Yeah, we didn't have all the guests show up, but boy, that would have been even that would have been kind of unruly.
It was pretty unruly as it was.
Well, it was a good mix.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So there.
That episode. Okay, so what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year? You gonna cook, or are you going to somebody's house?
Going to my brother Brett's house in Blaine. We didn't all get together. My other brother Blake is coming from Waukesha, Wisconsin, or however that's pronounced, which recently was in the news for unfortunate reasons.
Yes.
I think he's just coming out with his dog. I don't think the rest of his family is coming this year. But anyway, that's the plan.
Blake's dog is coming out.
Blake's gay dog. Oh, I don't know. Again, if he wants, that's fine. I don't judge dogs by their sexuality.
Just mine.
I don't judge your dog.
No.
Yeah.
She's a handful.
Yeah. So are people coming to your house then, or?
We might have the stepkids, but we might not. They're uncommitted, and we're just gonna make stuff for ourselves.
Yeah, but if they show up, they can eat some.
Yeah. We're doing a scale back, just the stuff we like to eat, and we're really looking forward to just having several days in a row with nothing to do.
Ah, that sounds nice. Oh, I'm moving to my second beverage, which is a beer. Dakota Soul, which I've had on here before, but by Summit.
This is a rerun.
Maybe it was even last Thanksgiving. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a lager, but it's got a little bit more to it. North Dakota hops, but I won't hold that against, or not hops, sorry, barley. It's a Midwest-style craft lager made in Minnesota with North Dakota barley.
Oh, well, that's okay.
And South Dakota bison poop. No.
So speaking of North Dakota...
Some meth. What? North Dakota?
Yeah, since you mentioned it.
Right.
I have gotten completely hooked on Dot's pretzels. Do you know about these things?
Oh no, we never talked about those. I know what they are. They're dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows. Yeah,
they're dangerous.
Well, I've had them in the past, and they're good. They're really good. But it was like these are good, really expensive.
Yeah,
and
you can get the spice now, just the topping.
Oh, I'll bet. And I thought that was good, but it wasn't. It didn't completely. I didn't love it. It was just okay.
Yeah.
So I'm out visiting my dear mother out in Rapid City.
Deb
not too long
K.
ago. Deb K, friend of the show. Actually, I don't think she listens to it. But
She's not very friendly.
She's enemy of the show, Mom. Damn. How'd that happen? That escalated quickly. No, so I'm out there, and she has this bag of dots. And I don't know how widespread these things are. They might be a regional. Like, I don't know if they have them in Colorado, for example, where some of our friends are.
Sure.
Or that would be an interesting thing. Any of the listeners maybe can reply to our meta book page and tell us if they have dots, or if you know what they are. Dots,
chicken pox.
Yeah, you need a vaccination to buy them. Too soon. No, she had a bag of honey mustard.
All right.
Flavored
I have
ones,
seen those.
I do like a good honey mustard pretzel.
Okay.
And I ate a couple, and holy shit, these things are just crack.
Oh, no.
It was, and of course, like, these are my new favorite thing. You just shovel them into your mouth one after another.
I was curious.
They're so good.
Well, all right. I'll have to try them.
If you like a mustard, they're not too sweet. They've got a little bit of zip. They're great. And so of course I get home and I thought, okay, I got to get me some of these. And I go to two different stores and they're sold out of them. And I think, oh shit, everybody else is going to buy them up.
Oh no.
But that's my new favorite thing. It's bad.
We have a store that has a smaller kind of family-owned sort of grocery store that called Oxendale's, and they're sort of a chain. I think they have more than one store, but they have those, and I was tempted to try them, but they had.
They're pretty easy to find. Turns out, that first time I went, I felt the first night I looked for them, I couldn't find them, and the place, the little mom and pop grocery store near me always seems to have them. So
this Oxendale started carrying twin bings, and I don't know, maybe that used to be something I could only ever get on road trips. But
the little grocery store near us has them too. It must be a small grocery store thing.
But this time they had caramel twin bing, so I had to try that, and that was so instead of the cherry thing, there's like a round sort of glob of sort of hard caramel in the middle, and then the regular twin bing chocolate.
Wait, so it doesn't
coating.
it's not actually a bing. It doesn't have any cherry?
No, they call it a twin bing still, but it's caramel. Yeah, there's no cherry flavor.
I think they're cheating. I think if it doesn't have the cherry in it, it cannot be called a bing.
Well, what would you call it? A twin thing or something?
Yeah, I don't. It's just how about a twin mel? See, they should have hired me.
Kiss my grits. It was okay.
It does sound good. I mean, it probably still had the peanutty chocolate outside.
Yeah, it was good. But
don't get me wrong, I wouldn't throw it out of bed.
But it was the coating stuff kind of falls off while you take a bite, and then because it doesn't really stick to the caramel very well. I don't know. I'm glad I tried it, but I won't get another one. It tasted good.
Yeah, it's good to try these things. It's like the variations on the Pearson salted nut roll, which of course made in St. Paul. Again, salted nut rolls are good, but I don't go out of my way for them. They're okay. But every so often they make them with chocolate on the outside.
Oh yeah.
Now that's the best. And they're very rare.
I can't think of other variations on that.
There's probably a
Maybe there's some
pumpkin spice or some shit like that.
Oh, God. Jeez. Get some pumpkin spice dots. Dot pretzels.
No, that's what'll happen, though. They'll discontinue the mustard ones and PSL, personal seat license dots.
What? Or just get stuff.
You ever heard of that?
No, I was thinking of stuff between your seat cushions and put them on a pretzel.
Like toe jam? Yeah.
Toe jam football.
Personal seat license is sports people know about this.
I don't know. We're talking about
That's
sports
thing.
again.
If you want to go to see the Vikings in their People's Stadium, see what I did there?
Yeah.
I worked it in somehow. No, it's this thing that's been around. It's not the Vikings didn't invent it. They just jumped on it.
Sure.
It's this thing where if you want to buy season tickets, you buy a license in order to get to buy tickets at that same seat every year.
Weird.
It's like buying a house or something.
Well, it's like you're renting the land.
You're buying the right to buy the tickets.
That is really crazy.
Whoever came up with this is a fucking genius. Wow, what another great way to extract money out of people.
Wow.
Yes, somebody listening will know about this.
Oh,
it's such bullshit, but wow. Anyway, so when I see PSL, that's what I think of.
PSL BS.
Not pumpkin spice latte.
No. Yeah.
Which is more evil, though? The personal seat license or the pumpkin spice latte?
Both are marketing
they're both bullshit.
They're both bullshit, but they're also these wonderful marketing things.
Yeah, I'm just jealous because I didn't think of it and cash in.
Yes, I never would have thought of that. Maybe theaters will start doing that, for plays, like the Guthrie will have.
They might as well make some money. I'm sorry I got off on that.
Or your orchestra. Except they usually rent churches.
Except we don't charge admission. That's like a personal pew license.
Well, it's
always in a church.
PPL.
The PPL. Yeah.
On the PTL network.
I'm sure the churches wouldn't mind that at all.
No.
And speaking of that, we did have our first.
Yeah, I was just going to say
post-COVID concert, not post because it's still going on, but since I think it was almost 20 months since we
post when it was really bad COVID. Although I guess our numbers are really bad now again too.
Yeah. No, it's just we don't give a shit.
No.
No, that was great that we had our first concert this past Sunday.
Good.
Was really nice. We had a big crowd. Everybody was masked up and showed their vaccination proofs and bullshit.
Drunk off their asses.
You know what? Who cares? Yeah.
No. Celebrating.
It was great. The group sounded fantastic, if I do say so myself, and it was nice.
Yeah, I would have liked
finally
to see that. I couldn't go. That's fine.
You were too busy doing a twin Mel.
Twin.
Okay, Thanksgiving, which will be long over with by the time this comes out.
Sure. I don't know. It'll be nice to see my brothers.
Okay. And you talked about a top 5. Top 5 what?
No, I don't have anything prepared, though. We'll have to save that.
Okay.
A top 5 list of your top 5 lists.
Whoa.
So that'll be the episode 71. John and I will talk about our top 5 lists.
I like it. I'll try and get my shit together. And
I know I didn't either.
Something.
Fine.
I don't know, or maybe we'll get a guest.
Yeah, and they could talk about their top 5.
I think we'll be coming up on a Christmas special.
Yeah, that's true.
So okay, back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Since it's over, what kind of holiday specials did you watch for Thanksgiving?
Oh, we already talked about this.
No, we did. That's the only thing you do. You talk the food, what people you're gonna see.
I don't think there's anything else we can talk about.
And what handful of shows you watch, because we'll watch Charlie Brown, we'll watch WKRP,
Oh,
and we'll look around on all the streaming services and just go, oh, I guess we'll watch something else. There's nothing else.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's really a shame because
don't they have any Hallmark episodes or Hallmark?
Well, there's the Hallmark Christmas movies are already on, of course.
Oh,
because
they
it's
don't have
Black
a Thanksgiving
Friday.
one, like the most thankful Thanksgiving ever.
Yeah, there's probably a token one, but
I'll have to write one.
no, there are some. I just it's a fool's errand.
No, I don't know.
Okay, Thanksgiving's over.
Fine.
On next.
So let's see. You got to do the orchestra again. I'm still working with King. I don't know what his full name, what he goes by. Mr. King, we used to call him, but
They call me Mr. King.
Mr. King. Anyway,
Like
he's
Mr.
got this
Tibbs. Yeah.
this idea. He calls it sleep baseball. I think I talked about it a little bit before, but I'm doing some ads for it. He's basically he's got this whole fake baseball league, and he's doing like play-by-plays for these baseball games in a fictional area, fictional part of Michigan, and I'm helping do some of I'm writing some ads and performing them. He's working them in, and it's going to be sleep baseball. It's kind of a
Wait. Did you say sleep or sleet?
sleep. So it's
Okay.
it's like kind of ambient baseball, or it's baseball you could sleep to or something. I don't know where he got this idea, but it's really interesting, and it's everything's got to be pretty, really subtle, which is not easy for me all the time. But I don't know. So I've been having some fun with that. That's one thing I've been doing. I also let's see what else. What have you been doing? Do you do anything interesting? Well, yeah, you went to that charcuterie thing at the 45th Parallel.
Yeah, good old 45th Parallel Distillery. We went to a charcuterie class where they show you how to make a board, and they have all the different meats and cheeses and
Here's a board. I think you
figs
said
and olives and all.
Matt and you were the only two guys there almost.
We were, I think we figured out later that it was also kind of a crafting themed thing, and yes, there were mostly the ladies.
Oh, good odds.
And hey,
I call those charcuterie odds. Hey,
check
ladies,
out my charcuterie.
you like the meat?
Do you charcuterie? Yeah, it was really fun though, and you get a free fancy cocktail, and of course you can buy more, and they have a nice event center there and all that. And
Now, I haven't been there since I think the last time I was there, or the only time I was there, they were building their event center. I don't think
yes, it's very nice. I think people reserve it for things, and there's a separate bar in there, and then the main area has a large regular bar and they serve like pizza and things like that.
fun.
It's good, and they and I picked up some more T-shirts. So I like their T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I also picked. They also had. I always look when I go there to see if they have any of their whiskey that is not the normal stuff that they just have in the stores. And this time they had another half bottle of a rye whiskey, which is different from the normal one they make.
Okay.
And this one is 100% rye. It's like most ryes have like mixture of rye and corn.
Yeah.
This one is apparently all rye.
I think they talked about this when we were there, that they were getting started on it or something. I hadn't been there for a couple years.
So I tried that. I know they're still working on a single malt whiskey, which the person I talked to said it was not done aging yet, so they haven't bottled it yet.
Well, yeah.
So I'll keep an eye out for that. But
it takes a while.
I haven't tried the rye yet, but that was fun to be able to get a bottle of that. So I'll be able to try that.
Nice.
And just a really cool place. The people there are really, really nice and seem to know what they're doing. The food was good. We had a great time, and it's a little bit of a hike for us, and it's out in this industrial area outside of New Richmond, Wisconsin. But
it's a bit of a drive.
They're definitely the best. I think they're the best craft distillery in the region.
I agree.
They make
From what
really
I've seen.
good products, and
I don't know. There's a
like
couple
them.
new ones we need to try too, though.
There are so many new ones.
Well, let's see.
So yeah, we did that. Otherwise, I've just been trying to keep my dog entertained.
Let's see. Well, okay. So there used to be, not in West St. Paul where I live, but the west side of St. Paul. They just say west side out here. But there was an old dive bar called, I guess it was probably a dive bar. I never was there before they renovated it. But this couple of guys that own the place called Tappers, they renovated a different bar called Winners in West St. Paul. And not too far from there, but they opened
right next
up
to Losers.
There's a few Losers and Winners. Winners was kind of an ironic name, maybe, but they anyway, they fixed that up, and it's nice, and not very far from here. And but this place, North 40, they renovated Old Marty's, and the bartender's still there. His name is Scott. He's really funny. He's a character. I don't know. He I think he's been bartending since he was 17, and he's like in his 60s, so he's probably seen it all and more. And well, the first time I went there, I thought I'd try it, and you know, they had a couple good beers, a few good beers. You know, the beer selection's pretty good actually, and but usually the people there are drinking like the usual things that people might drink at that kind of a bar, but it's been they fixed it up, so it doesn't look like a dive bar, but I think all the same customers. And I'm not using the phrase dive bar in a derogatory way. It's just I like to go to that kind of place like Palmer's when David D, a different Dave D, not Dave from the. Well, they're both from Colorado. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I don't know. Dave Daniels, I can say it. He's a reggae.
He's a public figure. It's okay.
Fine. Dave Daniels, we go to Palmer's or someplace like that. We used to go to Lyle's in now that's closed, but and, you know, they just got some interesting characters there, and North 40 is like that too. The second time I've been there 3 times, and the second time I went there, I sat next to a guy named Horn. I don't think that's his real name. I think all the regulars have nicknames, I'm guessing. But he got into this. Well, I got a free hard kombucha. The owner was there, and he said, "Oh, you want to try that?" I said, "Okay." Everybody's talking about kombucha these days, so. And Horn, you know, we weren't talking or anything. I just was sitting there, and he's kind of said, "Well, I might be old school," and I was like, "Oh, that means you might be a racist." I just knew what he was going to start talking about. But, you know, he got into he used the phrase colored people. And I said, "Oh, I haven't heard that for a while." And with their baggy pants. And I said, "Well, you know, people wear pajamas at Walmart. I don't really, whatever, just teach their own." You know, I was trying to, I didn't want to get into, and he got into Black Lives Matter a little bit. And I didn't want to get into it with him because I think he was kind of poking me a little bit, maybe. I don't know. And the bartender, Scott, came over and changed the subject and stuff. And then the owner came over, and I don't know. I think they all know that Horn's an asshole. And
Horn is an asshole.
He's an asshole. He's an asshorn. But now, okay, so then I went there last night after work just to kind of decompress, I guess you'd say, and have a beer. They have a good amber there, but I can't remember what the name of the. I can't remember the name of the company. Great Lakes Amber. I don't know who makes that. But so this time, one of the characters there, I think his nickname is Bender, and he's not a robot. But anyway,
We haven't talked about that ever.
No.
Futurama. Anyway, sorry, interrupt you. Go ahead.
But I don't know what happened, but it was way on the other side of the bar, and I think he was sitting with 3 other guys, and I don't know. I think they were teasing him. Well, okay, yeah. One guy who looked like Jimmy Fallon, that kind of guy that's always laughing for no reason. And he says, "Hey, how many legs do we have over here?" And it's like I don't know, 4 guys. So he said 11, and then that guy with the bender said, all right, and he took off his artificial leg and he slammed it down on the bar. I don't remember what he said because he was on the other side of the bar. So and this was, he was controlling the music, right? So Chuck Mangione was playing It Feels So Good, but it was like a really slow version. And I just started laughing, and I said, well, so somebody took off their leg to Chuck Mangione. I said, my mind's blown a bit. He laughed, and then he bought everybody drinks. I don't know. So that was Bender.
It's really nice to know that there are all these colorful characters that still hang out at bars.
They get more and more colorful as the evening goes on, but I leave before that happens. Oh, there was a lady that brought her own darts. I thought, oh no, she's a professional dart player. And somebody challenged her. One of the guys at the end of the table, not Bender, some other guy. It's a weird mix of people. It's I don't know what it's West Side St. Paul, so it's that kind of mix of folks.
You might call it a West Side Story.
Okay, maybe it was. I mean.
Did they do some ballet dancing?
There's no Puerto Ricans though, I don't think. But I don't know. And one time, the second time I was there, some people were talking about. I think some of them used to be in a gang or something. I don't know. It was just kind of. I don't know. It was something different, and I got to try hard kombucha. And I don't.
Well, that's just a bonus.
I don't know what. Because I think kombucha is supposed to be good for your stomach, and alcohol isn't usually. So maybe it balances out.
I think doesn't.
Wouldn't it kill it?
Don't they age it in a hollowed out wooden leg?
This Bender said in the old days,
according to Bender,
with his former fake leg, somebody drank out of it once. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
No. It needs to be pretty high proof to
sanitize it first or something. Ugh. I don't know.
Just pour a bottle of Everclear in to go with it. Be okay.
Mm.
It defeats the purpose a little bit, but
Everleg.
Yeah, Everleg.
I don't know. You got to get a leg up on the competition and get out more. And...
Yeah.
No.
He's got a leg, and he knows how to kombucha him.
I don't know. I thought he was going to hit somebody with it. But this guy, he had an app or something. He could control the jukebox from his phone, and he was playing a really wild mix. I mean, it would like 70s, Willie Nelson, Frank Sinatra, that Boozin' Time song, of course, you know. He played a song that there was a couple Mexican Americans there, and he played some song they liked. And he was like the DJ for the night. And he bought everybody a round of beverages. That was nice.
That goes a long way.
It does, yeah.
Wow.
So,
I can't beat that.
No. Didn't have any. What are some characters that come to the orchestra? There's always
somebody's cell phone went off during a really quiet part of the music.
No.
It went off, and then it went off a second time.
Oh.
That was the worst. Oh.
People aren't used to going out again.
I guess. Or they don't know how to turn off the ringers on their phone.
They forgot. They haven't been into an event for so long.
One of the things that I always like to... I like to do pet peeves and rants and stuff, but one of the things I really love about, the iPhone, and I'm an Apple person, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But one of the things they've always put on them, which is one of my favorite things ever, is on the very side, where they have the little buttons you can turn up and down the volume and blah, blah, blah. There's a little on-off switch.
Oh.
That turns on and off like the ringer, basically.
Yeah.
And if you turn
Just
it
keep
off,
it really simple.
and it basically it silences the phone. So the ringer doesn't go off when somebody calls you. The notifications don't ding or anything like that. It's just a simple It's a hard switch.
Oh, okay.
You know,
it's not even a thing you have to get within in the computer.
No, it's not. More importantly, it's not in the software. It's not on the. It is like a hard on-off switch that you have to push with your finger.
A hard on-off.
It is, and the thing, and it's very. You glance at it, it's red if it's off, and if it's on, it's not red. It is the most simple, effective thing, and they've kept it on every model. And every year they come out with a new design. I think, oh shit, they're gonna get rid of the on-off switch or the mute switch or whatever it's called. They still haven't, and it's one of my favorite things about that phone. No matter how expensive they get or whatever, because I can look at it, I know it's not gonna make any fucking noise.
And you can't accidentally turn it on.
It's recessed in the metal of the side of the phone. It's pretty hard.
Sure.
You kind of have to like stick your fingernail in there to get it to move.
I was just going to see if my iPad had that.
And unfortunately, iPads don't seem to have it.
Okay,
I think the original one did, but
I remember that. It was like I think it was a switch though that you.
Yeah, I think it was a
like
orientation lock,
like
it wouldn't go to portrait or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the phones though, for some reason, they do weird things like that. So they don't put it on the iPad, which it would be useful for, of course. But the other funny thing is that have you ever noticed white chocolate? No.
Have you ever noticed hard on off?
Those of you who have iPhones, you have these apps that come on the phone by default. It's kind of normal. There's a weather app, right?
Yeah.
On the phone. The iPad does not have a weather app.
Oh. Or a calculator.
Why do you suppose that is? I guess you might be right. I don't know, but
you have to download a calculator.
Why don't they put a weather app on the iPad?
They must. Don't they have
so
like maybe they have a deal with weather.com or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's really peculiar. I don't know. It's been a known thing. People have complained about it for years, and every year the software gets updated. They don't put. They don't load the weather app. I mean, there's a stock tracker app and a bunch of other shit, but no weather app. Like,
there isn't
really
a lot
people
of weather.
Who use an iPad don't care about what the temperature is outside. I mean, you can install one from some third party.
Yeah,
but it's just the strangest thing.
The weather doesn't change much in California, so they're like.
Well, that was always the joke. I'm getting into Apple geek stuff, but for years, the little home screen icon for the weather app, the icon would actually have a little sunshine icon.
Sure.
And it would say like 73 degrees, but it would never change. It wasn't like it was cool. It would automatically reflect the real temperature because
I think it is.
Because it was wherever Tim Cook lived, or because he's in California.
Well,
and that was just joke. Oh yeah, haha, that's the Apple weather app, where it's always 73 degrees.
No.
And finally, they stopped doing that, but.
It should come with a Twin Bing app, a Twin Mail app.
Well, Twin Mail, that you got to get on that.
Twin Mail.
That could be the next PSL.
Hey, you came up with it.
Let's see. So, have you watched anything lately?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Besides the guy with the fake leg?
My wife Jody is really into this. What is it called? Kim and Kath. It's some Australian sitcom. I think it's called Kim and Kath. You can see it on Netflix. And it's growing on me. They're very. I mean all the actors are really good, and one of the characters is just terrible. The daughter character, Kim, I guess. And, but I don't know. It is funny. It's growing on me. I've been watching some of that. It's pretty funny. It's not really dry humor or anything like that, but they do have some subtle things, and sometimes it goes over my head because I think they're making fun of something in Australia that I don't understand. But yeah, that's good.
That's
I've been
good.
enjoying that, and some documentaries.
Well, of course. Are you going to watch the Beatles one?
Oh yeah, is that on
comes
Disney
out-
or on?
No, it's Disney.
Okay,
This
all
coming
right.
weekend, I think it comes out.
It's really soon. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna watch
Peter
that.
Jackson, Let It Be / Get It Back thing.
Is that like a multi-part thing, or
I
you
think
know
it's,
how long
yeah,
it
I think
is?
it's 3 2-hour thing. It was supposed to be a movie, and then they made it bigger.
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah,
It's hard to cut that down to 2 hours, probably.
it does. We're probably the thing we look forward to right now most, besides British baking, of course, which we still like to watch.
Sure.
Go Jurgen.
You're on
is
Team Jurgen?
Probably Succession is in season 3 right now, and that's the show I'm enjoying the most right now as
Sure.
far as new things go.
Yeah.
That show is I still really get a kick out of.
I've been reading about it a little bit, and you've talked about it.
I've definitely mentioned it before, and season 3 has been maybe even better than the previous ones. They've kind of embraced the dark humor a little more, and the hard, edge dialogue writing is really funny.
Okay.
The way of these people insult each other is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, there's some pretty good put downs in Kim Calf too, but
That's important.
The daughter's friend in the show, I think her name is Shannon, I think, but she actually was the wife, evidently, in Babe, the same actress.
You mean the
woman
James Cromwell's wife?
Yeah, evidently.
Oh, the farmer's wife.
The farmer's wife.
Farmer Hoggett.
Yeah. So
No
there you
kidding.
go.
That's great.
It's no Letterkenny, but it's
Letterkenny. I still love Letterkenny. Yeah. Every so often I encounter somebody who knows the show, and it's great. It's like you have this little vocabulary.
Right. Well, I've seen some somebody I know post memes about it. Christine L.A. from Brookings. She'll post. I don't know if she still listens to the show, but she has. She posts lots of memes, but mostly Dune memes lately. But
the other thing that was great that we did lately is we went and saw Patton Oswalt.
Oh yeah,
stand-up show.
Sure.
And that was so much fun, and he is so funny, and we had a great time.
Well, I guess everyone knows who he is. He's kind of, I guess how would you describe his comedy? It's sort of geek.
It's definitely nerd heavy, yeah.
Nerd
yeah,
heavy,
which
sure.
That works.
Nerd centric.
Yep, no doubt. Yeah, if you know who he is, you know what I'm talking about.
How long? So did he do like 2 sets, or how did that work?
He just did one. I would say
curious.
it's a slightly longer than normal. He had an opening act that was maybe a half an hour. He might have gone for an hour ish.
Sure.
A little longer than that.
What theater was that at?
That was at the State in downtown Minneapolis.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was great. We got good seats, and everybody had to mask up and show vaccination and all that stuff. And
sure. Does he get kind of on Twitter? He's sort of political, but
definitely he is lefty on Twitter. He didn't do too much of that in his live show. A little bit here and there, but
well, yeah, people get tired of that, I guess. But
yeah. I mean, you don't want to just hear that. At least I don't.
Oh, I was going to tell you, what's his name is coming to the Twin Cities. I think
What's his name?
Yeah, you know. No. Oh, he does political things. He's kind of libertarian. He's got a show. Bob. No, it's not Bob.
Bill Maher?
Bill Maher is coming to town.
Oh, yeah, he's been here several. I've seen him, actually.
You've seen him. You don't need to see him again.
Yeah, I think once was fine. I get to the point where I have enough of him, but yeah,
sure.
No, he can be very fun to see in person. He doesn't exactly do the same shit he does on his TV show either.
Yeah.
Which helps.
Yeah, that's good. You can see that every day if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I usually watch his HBO show, although some weeks I skip it because the people on it are assholes or whatever. But he usually has a decent panel where I find that it's pretty honest, like that they're, it's a little more open than a lot of the other political talk shows can be.
Oh yeah, right. No,
it really depends on who he's got though, and
I appreciate what he does.
Yeah, he as the years go by, he gets more to be cranky old man.
Yeah,
stuff. That gets old.
Yeah,
it does. So,
well, he's becoming a cranky old man.
Yeah, he totally is. Yeah, complaining about them woke people.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, which part of that has always been his shtick, but the tone of it gets more old man yells at cloud.
Sure.
As the years go by.
Yeah. Maybe seeming more out of touch. I don't know.
He can, depending on what topic. Yeah, definitely. You have to. If anybody ever says, I don't really like him, I don't. That's fine. I understand.
Right. He's acquired.
Yeah. Sometimes I find his show really good, and other times it's just eye rolling. So, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid to talk to conservatives, which is always good. Got to do that.
Well, John, I don't know. We'll get this episode 70.
Episode 70. We feel like we're 70.
We're old cranky old men yelling at clouds.
Yeah, I have to go get my pumpkin pie tonight still.
Yeah, we'll go on to Costco.
It's talk about old people things.
I'm gonna get my jogging pants on and my athletic pants.
I gotta go get my leisure wear on.
Leisure wear.
Get some a pumpkin pie and make sure I get some cheap gas at the gas station.
I think tonight. I think I'm gonna try something different in free ball. I'm gonna go to Costco without any underpants on. Mix it up a little bit. Do old people do that?
Not at the one I go.
I hope not.
No, I don't think this is safe.
There's the song "Free Ballin' at Costco." No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, and God bless America.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
And to all of our listeners,
turkeys away.
Yeah. To all of our listeners, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
I hope you did, and Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. And baby, it's cold outside.
Oh, oops. That wasn't very woke.
Baby, it's cold outside?
Yeah, you can't say that.
No, I can say the song name. I don't have to repeat.
No, the song name's been canceled.
We've been canceled. I'm tired of people that...
Anytime somebody says cancel culture or something, I'm just like, whatever, shut up. Move on to something else.
Yeah.
It's a cliche. Woke.
I'm a cliche. I'm not woke. I'm asleep.
The opposite of woke. Good night, John.
Good night, John boy.
Good night, Grandpa.
Grandpa.
The Waltons. Then they bought Walmart, and the show got totally ruined.
And maybe by the next episode you'll have watched It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh yeah, I've told John I'm gonna watch it this year, so maybe we'll talk about that on the next episode.
We've got it. It'll be great to talk about. It'll be fun.
All right, man.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Bye.
Here's the song.
The winter breeze blows through my soul. The early evening, it takes its toll. The animal, it takes control. Hey, what can I say? I'm a cliche. Day to night and night to day. In